Yeah, a U.S. Navy sailor injured in non-combat flight ops aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln in Arabian Sea. So basically, a random sailor hurt himself. Uh, I don't know. Shows you the capabilities of the Americans, alright? Shows you how smart and strong they are. Yeah. Um, and the Washington Post report says the Pentagon is considering diverting some Ukraine-bound military aid, including interceptor missiles from a NATO program, to the Middle East. So, Zelensky's going to be heartbroken about that, ain't he? He's going to be very upset about that one. Shows you as well how detrimental, how bad this situation is actually getting with Iran. They know that they're losing this war. They're even taking shit away from Ukraine soon, by the looks of things. So, we've got another super chat from Dazzle Wazzle. Thank you, Dazzle Wazzle. Super chatted. Keep up the good work. Let's get a W for Dazzle Wazzle and the other super chatters that have helped us tonight. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Footage shows a US KC-135 refueling aircraft downed over Iraq on March the 11th. Killing all 6 crew members on board. So yeah, the losses continue, man. The losses continue. We've got footage of the damage now. Yeah, more L's for the Americans, and of course the man himself, the terrorist Trump, has come out with a few clips that we're going to go over. Yeah, so Trump on Iran. They are not fools, they are very smart. Actually, in a certain way, they are great negotiators. I don't think they're the ones that want a negotiation, to be fair, mate, but yeah, we'll take the half-hearted compliment anyway.
But they say, oh, we're not talking to them. Anybody would know that. And only a total fool. And they're not fools. They're very smart, actually, in a certain way. And they're great negotiators. I say they're lousy fighters, but they're great negotiators.
Okay, whatever you say, mate. Might be wishful thinking, but I really hope the US plans to betray Israel. But they need to keep them sweet because they threatened a Samson auction to destroy everyone if they're threatened existentially. Yeah, I think that is really wishful thinking, Funk Daddy, unfortunately. I don't think, America and Israel will always fall out. They must have, I think Israel must have some serious dirt. They must have some serious dirt over Trump and loads of these politicians, all connected to Epstein probably, It would be great, obviously, but doubt it would ever happen, unfortunately. Not anytime in the near future, anyway.
Barack Hussein Obama, what he did where he gave them the Iran nuclear deal, gave them free will toward a nuclear weapon. Basically, he chose Iran over Israel and others that didn't want him to do it.
So yeah, this guy is saying Barack Obama chose Iran over Israel. I mean, that's fucking laughable, ain't it? It's laughable. Remember when Trump used to say, remember them old tweets that came around? There were some old tweets that resurfaced when the war started, and it was like Trump saying, Barack Obama, he's gonna start a war with Iran. We must not let this happen. And now look who started the war with Iran. Yeah, maybe Funk Daddy, maybe, you never know. Trump on Iran, he also said the UK didn't want to get dragged in. We don't want to get dragged into their wars either. Oh no, so it sounds like Trump's sort of saying that if anything happens to the UK, we're not getting involved. So it sounds like to me. Yeah, it shows that all of the sucking off that Keir Starmer does to Trump was not really worth it, was it? Because he's basically saying we don't have you back.
The island that the UK was very afraid to give us. They didn't want to get dragged in. Well, we don't want to get dragged into their wars either. One thing we're very disappointed, I'll say it publicly, we're very disappointed with NATO because NATO has done absolutely nothing. And I've always said, 25 years ago, I mean, I was somebody that wasn't a politician, but I was always involved in politics, and The island.
Yeah, exactly that. No one wants to fight for Epstein. I mean, yeah, it's true, but it is quite surprising that a lot of these NATO countries aren't actually getting involved as much. You know, I think they've realised how close to a world war that would really push us. And Trump also stated that the UK's aircraft carriers are toys compared to what the United States has. He's sending loads of shots at the UK, ain't he?
Or even before it began. We had the UK say that we'll send, this is 3 weeks ago, we'll send our aircraft carriers, which aren't the best aircraft carriers, by the way. They're toys compared to what we have. But we'll send our aircraft carrier when the war is over, or even before it begins.
Yeah, funny. And one more. Trump says the Gulf countries will be protected even if the United States does not stay.
There's some reports that Gulf allies are concerned about winding down the war too soon and potentially leaving Iran.
Well, they'd probably like us to stay, but if we don't stay, look, it's a beautiful thing about airplanes that go 2,000 miles an hour is you can get back there very quickly. If we don't stay, we're going to be protecting them. We know, you know, they've been very good. Hey, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, in particular.
Yeah. What else have we got? Oh yeah, one more thing. Drewski, comedian Drewski, made a video mocking Erica Kirk. How funny is this, guys? This is comedy gold.
Get on your feet!
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
How about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. We are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
What a good impression.
Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic pup cup.
organic.
Yes, everything organic.
Crocodile tears.
3, 7. Oh, Hannah, you good? 4, 3, 2. Hold your chest lifted. We're gonna lift.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who matter most.
He's a funny guy, man. He's a funny guy. You know the funniest thing is as well that he didn't even say that it was Erica Kirk.
Get on your feet!
But you know, like everyone just knows who this is about. 83 million views, you know, in just over 24 hours. Someone, look, you know, when they even asked Grok as well. Someone asked Grok, "Who is this?" And then Grok said, "That's Erica Kirk, the actress slash comedian starring in Drewski's satirical skit. She's playing the over-the-top conservative woman character across all those scenes. Patriotism, faith, organic everything, and the podium bit." It's so funny that it's that accurate that even Grok thinks that it's Erica Kirk. How funny is that? Yeah. It's the crocodile tears that he made up. Look, more context for those who said Drewski's out of line.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man.
especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there.
You got it bang on, didn't he? Looks a bit like Netanyahu's wife as well, yeah, a bit of both. This one as well, look, you know the staring bit he done.
We usually did before tours. We said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us, and we asked the Lord that His will be done. That's what we did.
At one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business.
We usually did.
Evil bitch. Evil bitch. Yeah, anyway, funny.